This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We are talking about when you sign up for something and then you can't get out of it, Nathan.
My Samsung TV subscription, which gives me access to artwork on my Samsung The Frame, I have been trying to get out of that for the last 18 months. And every time I cancel, the next month another bill comes for $5.99.
And you're doing it through PayPal, so you can't even just cancel that credit card.
It's insane.
You're gonna
I was looking into this morning options, really digging into options at PayPal
you're
to stop this.
to abandon that PayPal account and start another one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's
No,
the point.
remember when I was
Get
locked
it
out of the
credit
cloud?
card.
Remember when I couldn't get into the cloud?
Yeah.
I couldn't get into the cloud. And
Nathan
this was
got a
right.
phone call from the cloud.
the cloud, which does not happen. That's like a phone call from God. And at that time, it was insane because all I wanted to do was try Uber Eats. And I couldn't because I couldn't get into my thing. And then and I remember everyone was Uber Eating everywhere.
All
except
around
for
you.
me. Oh, God, the first day I got Uber Eats was great. Natalie, though, she can't get into a TV
my
subscription.
LG TV won't allow me to open an account, so I can't add apps to my TV. I just have got the ones it came with. I
So-
can't do anything else.
This is the different sides of the coin. Things you can't get out of and things you can't get into.
Lauren, hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Morning,
All
Lauren.
right, Lauren, what happened?
So about 4 years ago, my husband bought me a Surface Pro at Christmas.
Yeah.
And so I signed up for this Microsoft account,
Yeah.
and somehow a family version of it, so not even the cheapest version, the more expensive version, I don't know how. And I don't even need it, actually, because I get Microsoft free through my employer, so it's a staff benefit. So I totally don't even need it. Anyway, every year they charge me $142.
Lauren.
It's in December that they charge me. So in 2022, when they charged me, I was like, right, I am going to get organised so that I don't get charged again. Because every time I can't get into the account because I don't know what the password is. So then in 2022, I changed the password. I went through the whole process. I saved it in my phone. And then come 2023, it's obviously linked to other things that I'm
Yes.
subscribed to. So obviously at some other point, I've not been able to get in. And then I've updated that password, which has obviously affected this Microsoft password. So then when they're trying to charge me in 2023, I'm like, I've got the password. I'm going to get in so I can cancel this thing. But then I can't get in.
Because you've changed the
And so then
password,
I'm like, yeah, because it changed throughout 12 months. It's affected something else and I've updated it. So then I was like, oh no, well my credit card's expired and they've sent me a new one, so they won't be able to charge me
Yes.
anyway. So I was like,
That
Yes.
doesn't
so
work.
they did charge me because obviously I've updated my credit card details
Somewhere else. Oh,
That's all. And so every year, $142. And
just
I'm
right in time for Christmas too.
I
When you
know.
need that
Every
money.
year.
Yes.
It seems like they're ahead of whatever you're thinking
Yes.
of doing, Lauren. They're like,
But I
she's
thought
going
the
to do
same
this
thing.
next, we'll do that.
I thought when I got a new credit card, I thought, okay, you're going to have to because it expired.
Yep.
I got a new one. I thought, oh, that's gonna solve all my problems, and it didn't.
No,
And
because
which
you're
is
doing it through PayPal. Yeah.
Oh, bloody PayPal. No, bloody
Lauren, good luck.
Samsung.
We wish you all the best. Fun to get out of that. Alicia, hello.
Hello, good
Hi.
morning.
Hey, Alicia.
Hi, Alicia. What did you try and get out of or into?
Well, this is going back a few years. I inquired into an online university about doing some extra studies, and without my knowledge, I ended up apparently being signed up and charged $8,500.
Oh!
What?
Yeah, I didn't do my tax for a couple of years, and I went to go do my tax, and my accountant was like, "Oh, you have a hex debt," and I was like, "What do you mean I have a hex debt?" And I'm like,
You're a doctor now. That's the good news.
Yeah, Alicia.
Yeah, no, she said I've got a hex debt, $8,500. The money's been charged out. The ATO's paid it, so I owe them. So I had to pay back, all that money. And I tried to get out of it by going to see a lawyer, and they pretty much said because the university had my tax file number and my date of birth, it was good as enough as me signing up.
Oh, no way. Those two things led to you paying $8,500.
Yep, I didn't get a tax return for about 4 years.
What course did you pay for?
Apparently, statistics of numerology. And something else I can't even remember.
Alicia.
Yeah.
What a stitch up.
Oh, my God.
You live and you learn.
Yeah.
I'm very query about who I give my details to now.
Yeah.
Hey, once
I
you're
know.
getting charged-
Stay away from the Reiki courses.
Yes, exactly.
Once you were getting charged, did you think, I better go and do a few units just to get some kind of money out of this?
Well, that's the thing. I apparently signed up 2 years before I did my tax. I didn't even know. They didn't even
Yeah.
send me any letters. no emails. How come you haven't handed in any courses?
Yeah. Every
No
time she got put
inquiries,
into a group assignment, they're like, she never shows
Yeah.
up. She never shows up. That's not a
Useless.
thing.
Don't want to do it with Alicia. Bill's in Wellard. Hello.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Wonderful,
Hey,
Bill.
What happened?
So I was changing jobs about a year ago, and I was like, I need to update my resume and my cover letter. So I went online and I subscribed to a site called My Cover Letter, My Resume. So
Yes.
I updated everything, and I ended up getting the job,
Oh.
which was a good thing. But what happened is I tried to unsubscribe to this website, but it wouldn't allow me. So every month, I try every month to cancel the subscription, but
Yes.
it says no.
It says no.
It says no every month, and they also they like to send me an updated resume and cover letter automatically
Every month.
So every month I get a new resume and a new cover letter because I do it automatically with
Yes.
with hinted tweets, or like, you would like to tweet this or tweet that.
Yeah.
Change the color. So
Change the
I
colour.
sit there at work and I'm like, oh, okay. If I wanted to get a new job now, I've automatically got the resume and
Yeah,
cover letter.
you're good to go.
So it's a
For the
so
rest
it's
of
a
your
positive
life,
thing.
Bill.
For the rest of my life, so I sit there going, well, there's the $8.99 cover resume and resume ready to go. This job
Bill,
just drives
what are
me
you
insane.
what are you going to do about it? How are you going to get out
Well,
of
he's
this?
tried. They've said no.
I've tried so many times. And
Yeah.
Just
they're
give
like,
up.
no, and
They're like, no.
and they're like, sent me the email confirming, and then they're like, I think you're going to get another job, Bill. We can sense it. Like,
Yeah. No,
I know.
you have the
And-
most
and-
up-to-date resume in the world.
yeah. And it's the funniest thing because I currently work in HR, so it's just like, oh, God.
Oh, cracking story. Thanks, Bill.
so funny.
Matt's in Success. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, good
Great,
one,
Matty.
Bill. Well, what have you got for us, Matt?
So I got a call. I was at work one day, got a call from a lady saying, are you? And then she said my full name. And I said, yeah. And she goes, well, you're not my husband. What are you doing? And turns out that her husband had called up Telstra, and he's got the exact same name as me, and converted my account into his account.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
And then from there, I had to go into Telstra in person, show like 1,000 points of ID. I had to do so much work to get my account taken back to my name, just because I've got the same name as some person who lives down in Albany.
So wait,
Yeah.
was this so he actively took your account, or was mistakenly given to him?
Yeah, it was all a mistake.
Yeah.
And the big thing for me was, why could he completely change my account and essentially steal my account with me not giving over any
Yes.
ID, him not showing my address or anything like that, and then for me to just claim my own account back, I had to go in
Yes.
person and do so much work.
Yeah, that's
I
frustrating,
know.
Matt. I know that's happened to a few people around the joint.
It's not even a mistake that you're a part of. It's
Yeah.
just a mistake. So really,
No.
they should be doing everything. You shouldn't be lifting
100%.
a finger at all.
Oh, exactly.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
As you know, if you've been listening to our show for the last year or so, we've been really worried about Miley Cyrus and her family situation.
Haven't we
Oh,
just? We
always.
talk about it non-stop.
We talk about it non-stop, not a day
Achy,
goes
breaky
by.
hearts everywhere.
It's our Harley Reid, actually. It's our Harley Reid.
That's true. That's true.
So, the problem is some of the kids aren't speaking to the mother.
Yes.
Because the mother and Billy Ray broke up, and she went through, a bit of anguish after that.
Yes, there's a real rift in the family, isn't there?
But now, everybody,
We know why.
a source. I don't
Close
know-
to the family.
Don't know
What's
which
a
one.
tomato?
Don't know.
Is it a
Sean.
Hemsworth?
I do not know. I think it was a smoky barbecue.
Oh,
Anyway.
I accept that.
A source has come forward and told us what's been going on, and that is that Noah Cyrus, currently 24 years old.
So Marley's sister.
Yep. She had a boyfriend. His name was Dominic Purcell. You would have seen his handiwork in Prison Break.
And he's Australian.
Big show back on Channel 7 in the day.
Yep. So anyway, they were sort of seeing each other.
Okay.
And then Tish Cyrus, the mother of Noah and Miley, who is currently 56 years old, she went after Dominic Purcell. And guess what, everybody? Last year, they tied the knot. So that's why the family is split down
Yes.
the middle, because
So-
the mother went after her daughter's boyfriend and got
landed him. Funnily enough, Noah didn't go to that wedding. and
No.
nor did the brother. So
No.
and on the day of the wedding, she was photographed wearing a Billy Ray Cyrus t-shirt.
Oh, really? That's funny.
So she's
That's really
declaring
funny.
her allegiances there. Dominic Purcell, we should say, is 54, so
Yeah.
it's more age appropriate that he's with the mother anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Instead of being 30
Yeah,
years
I
older than his
understand it.
girlfriend.
I mean,
It's
there's the
awkward,
age
though.
thing, and the mum looks pretty handy.
I know, but also, like, just pick another man in the entire universe. Don't pick your daughter's boyfriend.
But it happens though, because I mean, for me personally, it would be the idea of it would freak me out a little bit, knowing that you have made love to the person that one of your parents have made
Yes.
love to. Even if it was your brother,
that's not good, is it?
even if it was someone that your sibling had made love to, and you
Yes.
also have made love to them. Even if is it a cousin? Yeah. It's a bit
If
creepy,
you've
even if
seen
it's
them at a
cousin.
family function, I think it's just it's a no-go zone. It just
I don't
seems wrong,
know,
doesn't
but
it?
some people don't mind
Yeah.
keeping it in the family.
I mean, not entirely in the family.
No.
Just trying to do the.
But there are some there are
Chuck
some
an
a lot of
agent here.
cousins.
There
Yeah,
are
it's a
some
long list.
I'm sure there are some like guys out there and some girls that have been passed around the family.
Not passed around.
In a
some
nice
sort of
way.
They've worked their way through the family,
They've worked
perhaps.
their way. Oh, it doesn't sound any better actually.
Consenting adults, at least.
It's a bloody interesting one. It's breaking up their family, clearly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if
Tish
love is
happy?
love, if you have a dynamic, amazing connection with somebody, should you turn that down just because they've been with someone else in your family?
I think if it's your child, yes. I think above all, your child has to come first,
But she's
doesn't
got-
it,
well,
Sean?
she's
You're
got
a
other
father.
children. She's got other
Yeah,
children.
most definitely.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, so say this is another dimension. You and Megan have gone Splitsville, right? And then Ollie brings home this chick, and she's tidy.
And then I cut his lunch.
Yes.
You wouldn't do it, would you?
I'll have a go.
To be fair, if Ollie's bringing home someone that's 30 years older than him, you're going, well,
Oh, exactly,
Yeah.
Nat. Exactly.
because that's the scenario.
Oh, no, that's
yeah.
weird. It's a weird.
Yeah, but take the ages out of it. You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
wouldn't do that, would
No,
you?
no.
Yeah. But it happens, and I think it happens a lot. Hi, Sharon.
Hello.
Hi, Sharon.
We're excited to hear this. Give us the scenario.
Okay, so a friend of mine, she actually slept with my brother.
Yes.
Then she slept with the man that was to become my husband. But before I even knew he was going to become my husband,
Sure.
and I married him, and we had kids and had a lovely life. Then she actually married my other brother.
Oh.
And is happily married to him still to this day. But the catch is, I don't think my other brother's wife now knows that she actually slept with him.
So
Right.
if your whole family gets together, right, she slept with 3 of the men there.
That's right.
Was that just the hanging out as kids type of scenario for a long period of time and just happened that way?
She went to school with one of my brothers,
Yeah.
and then it was really complicated, but she's lovely. I love her. She's,
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And to be honest, there's been I reckon there's a whole lot of brother lovers out there.
Brother lovers, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you know what? Some brothers are sort of the same.
Yeah, that's
you know?
right.
And
And
then
if you're
if
attracted
one's-
to one thing about the one brother,
One
it's
might
likely.
be a bit more sensitive.
Yes.
You go, oh, we'll try that version.
Amazing.
the one that
Yeah.
the guy that's married, one of my brothers, he's actually a twin. But the funny thing is, she didn't sleep with the other twin. It was a different brother.
Oh, gee,
Well, she's already tried
No,
that one.
He was disgusting. Amazing. Thanks, Sharon. Chelsea's in Caramar. Hello.
Hi, gang. How are you?
All right,
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Talk to us
Chels.
about keeping it all in the family.
Mine's a bit more Cyrusy. So I was about 16, and this guy sort of come onto the scene, and I hadn't sort of gone anywhere, but he asked me on a date, and my mother said, I think he's a bit old for you. And we'd never really had that like maternal-daughter relationship. We were more just friends. So I was getting some, maternal advice. I was like, oh, okay, my mum thinks this isn't right. So I thought, okay, I better not see him because I was 16, he was 23.
Okay.
Anyway, next week I found out it's because she was sleeping with him.
So she was sleeping with him when already?
Yeah, it just sort of started, and I think he was sort of wasn't sure. I guess he wanted to see which one he liked better, but he was younger than both my brothers, which was really awkward.
How old was he?
23.
23. You were 16. Your mum was what?
Oh, so she would have been 41.
41. Go, mum.
I mean, high five, Mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, good on her, right?
Wow.
So then I sort of started seeing a guy, and then we partied together for the next sort of 4 or 5 years, and then every time we'd have a few to drink, he'd sort of say, you're the one I want. And,
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
No.
No.
yeah.
How did it all pan out? What happened?
Well, they stayed together for ages, and I think they're still friends. I think even later on in life, he had another girlfriend, and they moved back in together. So I don't know.
Wow.
Oh, if they can wipe it off and hang out and be okay with it.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, but right at the start of the relationship, knowing that he's had you both in play,
Yes. And
possibly,
that he's still making a move on the daughter when he's with the mother.
As a 23-year-old.
That is, you know what?
Imagine him going back to the footy club after those days together. You're like, boys, you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's an insight into your life. Thanks, Chels. Emily, hello.
Hey, how you going, guys?
Great, Em. Okay, talk to us about keeping it all in the family. What happened?
Had two brothers living together. The younger brother had a girlfriend who was also living there. Older brother decided to cut younger brother's grass. And he got knocked up.
Yep.
Obviously didn't know whose it was. But the younger brother thought it was his. And it all came out. Anyway, she terminated, unfortunately. So it caused a massive rift. She ended up with the older brother. And fell pregnant to him, didn't keep that either. So now the sadness was there was a huge family rift, but also two little babies gone, and neither of my brothers have moved on to have wives or families. So
No. So that crippled them in the romantic sort of world.
Yeah. And it's, bros before hoes,
God, that is insane.
That's not nice, is it? Unfortunate.
Wow, what was she like? Was she a nice person? Did you?
Yeah, look, she was. I went to school with her. Really, really lovely girl.
Yeah.
I just think it was just circumstantial. My oldest brother was a bit of a, bit of a tiger.
Yeah.
And,
A player. Yeah.
Just, had to have her. But, look, she was a really nice lady, I have to say. So.
Oh, that's nice, Em, for you to do that.
Wow.
She really liked your DNA, your family's DNA. That's extraordinary. Thanks, Emily.
You've got brothers.
Yeah, heaps.
Did ever anything like that ever happen? Like not saying like you're stealing off it, but did you ever like the same girls? Did you ever?
No, I think the distance.
Did your brothers ever find
What do you
out
mean
about
distance?
No,
the age gap, do you
and
mean?
you're not talking about it.
No, I was going to leave that alone.
All right, go.
All right.
That just got awkward fast.
So they don't know about.
No.
Okay.
Not as my wife.
What about Henry?
Hey, jokes, just in case.
That everyone was called The Craft. That was acting.
and
We're not only on the wireless.
We never heard from Sean again.
Exactly. Oh, my God. If I wash up in a shore somewhere,
Yeah, it's like,
you guys are to blame.
Well, hopefully it's rottenness so you can finish the swim.
Put the medal around his neck, but he's gone.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
So our fellow staff member here at Nova, Pricey, she thought that maybe camels laid eggs.
Maybe they did.
She wasn't sure that they didn't.
No, that's the answer.
To be
She
fair.
wasn't sure.
She ended up Googling it as well.
Yeah.
You know when you're on the right track. Sean, can you get your phone away from the microphone, please?
Okay,
yes. You're on the right track when you type do camels and then the thing you think doesn't come up.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Exactly.
No one's
No
asked
one
that
else
question.
search for it.
John's in Hillary's. G'day, John.
Good morning, how are you?
Hey, John.
Okay, John.
We're talking about things that people wish they probably didn't say out loud. What you got for us?
Well, it wasn't me, it was one of my sisters, and I've got 8 of them.
Yeah.
And she said to her husband one night, she said, the moon in WA, is that the same as the East Coast?
Oh, John, that's a special sister right there.
Do we have our own? so is she thinking everywhere sort of has their own moon?
Moon, yeah, pretty much.
Well, how can you do it? You're there on the other side of the country. How could they possibly be looking at the same
Imagine
moon?
just the Earth's just surrounded by moons.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, John, 8 sisters.
Yeah.
Do you have any brothers?
I got 3.
Oh,
Whoa,
God.
what a family, John.
Catholic?
Yep. Yes.
No questions. No follow-up
Irish
questions.
Roman Catholics, mate. What do you reckon?
Yeah,
there you go, mate.
All right, so hey, quickly do a roll call of all your brothers and sisters. Go.
In order.
Go.
Ready? In order?
Yep.
Oldest, Patrick, Catherine, Marie, Veronica, Francis, Edna, Carmel, Johnny, David, Celia, Monica, and Kevin. Oh, I've got it wrong. Kevin and Monica.
Close enough. I mean, once it got down the bottom, like, to be honest.
John, that was great.
Just a blur.
It's like
Well
calling
done,
your
John.
horse race.
Exactly. Nice work. Emily's in Baldivis. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, it
I
sounds
am.
like perhaps it might have been you that said the questionable thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, you sound a little regretful already, but tell us all about it.
When I was 11, I splurted out of my mouth that buffaloes didn't exist. My stepdad overheard it, and it's been a running joke for years.
So you thought they were like dragons and unicorns?
Buffaloes.
The mythical
no, they
creature.
just like, yeah.
they're just in movies. They don't actually.
So you'd seen a buffalo, looked at it and thought that is so fantastical that couldn't possibly be real.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. It's just they're a mystical creature.
Yeah, mythical creature. Yeah.
Dragons, unicorns, buffaloes.
I mean, Yellowstone, a mythical place.
That would explain buffalo wings. She would say they were the wings taken off the buffalo.
Yeah, that's right.
Because buffaloes
Who
take
doesn't
flight.
like buffalo wings? Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. How old were you again?
She was 11. So
I was 11.
I think it's forgivable.
That's forgivable.
okay.
That's forgivable.
That's okay. You're all right.
Yeah,
You're not a fully functioning adult with a child thinking
Yes.
that camels lay eggs, are we? So,
Kat, hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kat.
Oh, Kat. Something tells me you might have said the dumb thing. What happened?
Oh, I most definitely did. Yes. I was with my friend in the car and we were driving into the city. He's, the white lines on the side of the road and they've got the bumps in them.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought they were for blind people.
Braille bumps.
to know they're steering to the next lane.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? Everything else has a bit, bump. You can read that.
Well, it is.
It's Braille. And
Yeah, Braille. What's Braille?
Well, it's like at the train station. People know that
Yeah,
that
that's right.
bumpy bit of pavement. That's that's to let people know that's
Yeah.
where people that are sight
They're
impaired.
at the pavement.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about that place is that those bumpy footpaths, they lead you also to the library and to the art gallery.
But
that's great, Kat.
That's why in the middle of those lines they're called cat's eyes. It's so the Labrador can see them.
Exactly. That's
There you
exactly
go.
why. You're learning things here
Yes,
today.
yes,
We're learning
yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
All
you,
right, thanks.
Kat.
Let's go to Amy in Bullsbrook. Hey, Amy.
Hey, how you going?
Good,
Good,
Amy.
Amy.
Was this you or somebody else?
No, it was my sister, who's probably the smartest person I know.
Oh, jeez. What happened?
She asked where the Melbourne Cup was run.
It's simple things.
I mean, that's pretty amazing. And she's the smartest person in your family. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, she is. She's an accountant. She's very
Doesn't bode
smart.
well for the rest of you.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.